today we're going to work with some more tubes because I figure you have a lot of them. Either toilet paper tubes, paper towel tubes, doesn't matter. You can work with just about anything. And what we're going to make today is a little pot that you can actually plant seeds in, and then once this has grown, you can put this right in the soil and this will decompose. So you're going to need scissors, some tape, your tubes, some seeds, and some potting soil. Meet me back here. Okay, first what you want to do is take your tube and your pair of scissors, and you're going to make some snips about 1 inch into the tube, and you're going to go around here and do this about 5 or 6 times. You want the tabs to be about 1/2 inch wide maybe. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm snipping around here. The main thing is you want to get them the same depth. You want them to be the same amount of cut in there. So then you're going to start taking these little tabs and folding them in flat. So you see how I'm kind of folding those in. I'm going to keep going around, folding them in, folding them in. It kind of looks like a flower on the bottom. And then I'm going to kind of smash this flat so that when I set it down, it sits flat like this one is. This one is kind of pushing up a little bit with these tabs. So I want to take a little piece of tape. Now when you plant this in the ground, you'll want to take the piece of tape off. But for now, for standing it up on a table or a counter, we're going to put a little piece of tape on there. Stand it up. You want it to be about this tall. Okay? This one already has some soil in it, so I'm going to show you how much soil to put in here. You can use soil from outside, it doesn't matter. I use potting soil because that's what I had. And I'm going to fill this not all the way to the top with soil, but almost. I'm going to leave some space in there, and potting soil is very fluffy and kind of makes a mess, so you want to ask permission before you do this. So I've got this about 1/4 inch from the top, and then I can take my seeds. Now it's really important that you read the directions on the back of your seed packet, because all kinds of different seeds, flowers, vegetables, whatever you may be planting, have different directions for how deep this seed should be and how far apart those plants should be. So these are petunias, annual petunias, and we're going to plant. We need these to be 18 inches apart, so we're not going to put very many seeds in here at all. And they're very, very tiny. It's going to seem like you should put lots so you can get more flowers, but that doesn't really work because they get too crowded and then they run out of resources. So we're going to reach in here, get just a couple of seeds. I'm just going to put 2 in here because these need to be so far apart. And I'm going to spread them out. And these seeds do not need to be covered. It says do not cover on the back of it. So we want to make sure we don't cover them up. And they should germinate, these say, in about a week or so. So it should be pretty quick. And we don't plant these yet outside until close to Mother's Day. So if you're going to be planting flowers, you want to make sure that you check when you should plant them too, and that'll be back on the back of your seed packet. So we don't cover these. We're going to give them just a little bit of water. We don't want it to be too wet or too dry. And then when we're done, they'll start to germinate. A really good place for germinating seeds is on the top of a dryer or on the top of a refrigerator in a nice sunny place so that soil stays nice and warm, and it's good for little baby plants. So once they start coming out of the ground or out of our little seed pot here, we want to make sure they're about this tall before we would ever put them in a pot or outside. And we have to wait till we're free from frost to do that. So good luck. Use your tubes.